CARevive, the channel and the show that deals with all things cars. I'm absolutely passionate about cars and I've grown up with them all my life. Started from a Golf Mark II 1988 and I've had many cars, mainly VWs, but I have enjoyed them, modified them, worked on them from the very moment. So I'm really hands-on, I'm really passionate about cars, doing stuff myself, and I've done it for many years, helped friends, family, and I thought this would be a great opportunity and place for you to share my car experiences, road trips, buying, selling, working on them, absolutely everything. It's really important for you guys, if you like what you see, to please subscribe. So right up here, around about now, you should see a subscribe button. Please hit it, subscribe. It's going to make an immense difference to this channel, the content, the cars, and everything that you see. So without further ado, I'm going to drop you some clues to the first project. It's on the driveway right now. So this is the first page of the manual. Feel free to pause it and have a read. That's your first clue. Here's the second. If you don't know by now, then you're probably too young for this. Guys, this is a cool feature, but can you guess it from the key? It's a Mazda. If you don't already know and where this is going, then join me outside and let's see what we've got. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the first project of this series. Enjoy. Yes guys, this is it. The great, the formidable, the one and only RX8. This is an 04 plate. I got this about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Not from auction, it was from an online car site. And it looks pretty good, doesn't it? 52,000 miles now. It's just ticked over on an 04 plate. It had 3 or I think 4 previous owners. Lovely bodywork, iconic killer design. Just notice this actually. See the curves on the roof? Maybe not from the reflection. Very aggressive looking. Nice colour. Larger wheels. This is the 231 horsepower version rather than the more underpowered 192. And would you believe it? It starts, it drives, it's got an MOT, and it's not been rebuilt. So I think I may be getting myself into a whole can of worms. Everyone knows the stories, the horrors behind the engines in this. This is not a cylinder engine. This is one of them Wankel rotary engines. They scream up to 9-10,000 RPM. Let's have a look inside. Nice leather interior, electric everything. No sat nav, although I'm not too fussed. It's probably that dated it wouldn't really be much use anyway. Got the option Bose sound system as well, pretty epic for its day. Nice leather seats in the back. Let's pop round the other side. Guess you probably know the trick with the doors. They are suicide doors. Not really planning on that anytime soon, and I've locked the car again. There we go. Why? I'm not entirely sure, but I think if you had something really big, difficult to fit in, I guess it's useful. Could do with a good clean, but really for its year and age, isn't too bad. Nice seal strips as well. The only real options this car is missing is the sat nav and sunroof. But yeah, not really too fussed. So this car does have its issues. I will be shortly making a what's wrong with this car video, and we'll see what unfolds. So anybody want to take a guess at how much I paid for this car? Remember, it's not been written off, HPI clear, 3 owners or 4, I can't quite remember, and it runs, starts, drives 52,000 miles. I'm told by the owner that had it that the exhaust is blowing, so I actually managed to get a full stainless steel catback exhaust included in the price. So good to have, although I couldn't hear a blow. £2,000, you'd be wrong. £1,500, you'd be wrong. £1,200, you're still wrong. £1,000, I paid £1,000 for this car, and I think for what it is, full service history, most of it from, if not all of it, from Mazda, for £1,000 including a free exhaust, is absolutely epic. So I'm pretty chuffed at myself. What a great car and a cheap car to start this channel with. Okay guys, this Mazda for a mere £1,000 is an epic price. I know there's a lot that can go wrong with these cars, and I am taking my chances. I managed to drive it back over 120 miles without any issue, thank God. Its MOT is due soon, so we'll get it over to the MOT station and see what comes of it. Fingers crossed it will pass without too many faults or issues. All the previous faults and advisories on the MOT have been fixed, but let's see where this goes. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. It's amazing for you guys to watch, and so many opportunities and where we could go with this channel. I want to get this car running right, driving right, and maybe optimize on the way. Let's see what happens. So thank you very much for joining me. Remember to subscribe, really hit that subscribe button, it makes a great deal of difference to us. And be in touch soon for the next video where we'll find out what's wrong with this car. See you.